Good afternoon, everybody. This is what you need to know. Hello, Sean. Hello, Leanne. Happy Wednesday. I had to think about what day it was. What you need to know. What you need to know right now. We're going to start with fire signs because it is officially Leo season today. Happy birthday, Leos. And then we're going to go to earth, air, and then water. We'll jump in a second. I was going to say, hello, Misty. Before I get started, I was going to say that, I don't remember. I was going to say something. I don't know, something. It must not be that important. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sean, I thought you were going to put it on YouTube. And it's not. And so I have to upload or download the Spotify in order to watch your thing, which I'll do eventually. Unless you're going to put it on YouTube. And in that case, I won't. So you'll have to let me know. Oh, it's tonight. But I have to go to Spotify. I can't do it on... You're not doing it on YouTube? Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in. We are going to start with fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Well, for some reason it was on... I don't know. Whatever you sent me was a link to Spotify. So you have to send me your YouTube link, right? Okay, for real now, we're going to get started. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Happy birthday, Leos. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody you are dealing with. This is what you need to know right now. What you need to know. Oh, thank you for the cards, by the way. I got them and I'm using them right at this very second. They're a little bit different than my other ones, but they're the same. They're the same but different. All right, fire signs. What do you have to say? Oh, I feel like I should also make mention that the August monthlies will start coming out tomorrow for all of the group members, and then they will, good grief, and then they'll be available for everybody else at some point. At some point, I don't know. Shortly thereafter. How does that sound? All right. Fire signs. What am I doing? Overall energy is number 44, woman holding a heart. This is about your emotions, really. Male, female, not gender specific. It's the energy of, it's kind of akin to like the Ace of Cups or Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Water. It's something pertaining to a shift or change taking place with your emotions. It's pertaining to number 20, house, and number 29, prison. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. It feels as though there's a shift and change taking place because as far as prison goes, it's talking about feeling, stuck up in your own headspace, overthinking, overanalyzing. Self-imposed prison could be literal. You could have somebody that, has your heart that's in prison. And the house, for me, is always the mind. And so it feels like we're trapped inside of our own mind. It's affecting the emotions. But it also could be that you're like, oh, I heard lovesick. Like maybe there's somebody that you are craving is the word that popped in. I'm not sure, but as far as almost like overly attached, or feeling very stuck towards or connected to somebody or something. But it feels like a prison. It doesn't feel good by any stretch. We have the Page of Wands. Pages bring news. This is about passion, drive, desire, forward momentum, with the Knight of Wands, which tells me that we're taking action on said passion, drive, and desire. And that would be your energy. So it's like you're passionate, you're driven, you're taking action. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Pisces Sagittarius energy. That's about things getting moving after a time of stagnancy. Again, if you've been caught up in your own mind or head, pertaining to something, it doesn't have to be love. It definitely could be, but it's something that your heart feels very drawn to or attached to. We have the Hierophant, higher level of commitment, Taurus energy. The Ace of Wands, a brand new passionate beginning, Aries, Leo, Sag. Wow. And then we have a Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck. The Knight of Pentacles is loyal, stable, secure. And what I find interesting, although you're probably not looking at it the way I am, and I can't hold up all these cards, is the Knight of Wands, your energy, is charging this way. I heard come hell or high water towards this. And this is facing your direction. So I'll just hold these two up. It's like you are charging through the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, towards this Page of Pentacles. Now, or excuse me, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles could be a person, an earth sign specifically. If you're dealing with a love sickness, if you will, somebody that you truly, it almost feels unhealthy. It feels like attachment, like, for some of you, this could like borderline on stalking, or obsession would be a good word, obsession. But it's like you're committed to this new passionate beginning with this Knight of Pentacles. But the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck, slow and steady wins the race. Looks like they're coming towards you, but not nearly as quickly. And the Knight of Pentacles is, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but they don't take action until they know 100%. So you're literally throwing all of this energy in their direction. We'll clarify in a moment to find out how they're going to react. But let's get to the underlying, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 11, cornucopia. I always read that like it's Roman numerals. And number 9, change. So I feel more than anything that you're going to have it all once you make a choice, make a change. And I feel like it's a change in course, frankly. But again, we'll clarify. Because at the rate you're going, I feel like this is super unhealthy. We have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. I feel like it's a time for you to go within, to truly figure out what matters to you. It's almost as if you want something because it might be difficult or hard to attain or hard to reach. The Hermit, Virgo energy, talks about a need to go within. Figure out your true passion, not passionate because you can't have it, or because it's difficult, or because you feel like you've worked for it. But what is in alignment with you? What or who is in alignment with you? And also, it's like a spiritual awakening to really truly understand who you are and how the laws of the universe work. Then we have the Devil card, which is your shadow. This is the codependency. This is that magnetic drive. That is ego, Capricorn energy. And then we have the Earth sign, King of Pentacles. So this is an unhealthy attachment. And I don't feel, it's like light versus dark. And I feel like there's a need to go within. I also feel like this person possibly could be somebody who has a tendency to withdraw because your energy is too much. Too much. But let's clarify, shall we? Fire signs. Hello, Vicky. Who or what is the Page of Wands? Actually, I already feel like I know who that is. It's you, but whatever. Oop, that one flipped and then flipped back around. Page of Wands being clarified by the Ace of Wands. It's like you start out with this passionate drive, desire, and this is what you see is that Ace of Wands, victory, a new passionate beginning. It's kind of like you've made your mark, and it feels like this might be habitual for you. Like you set your sights on something and you like immediately get tunnel vision, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, because that's clearly how we manifest, but this is a little bit overboard. And it's like, are you doing it for the right reasons, or are you doing it to appease your ego because you like to be the winner? You like to be in control and in charge. You like to conquer, right? We have the Judgment card, surrender, and the Five of Swords. I feel like you're throwing any naysayers out the window. I feel like when it comes to the surrender, it's like this is argument, fighting, not necessarily chaos, but this is like the chatter, right? And I feel like this could be your internal self saying, like, what are you doing? Could be people around you, but you want to be the victor. You're playing a game here, is what it feels like. And again, I feel like this is some kind of trap in your own mind with the prison and the house. I feel like this is, I'm getting that song, Quit Playing Games with My Heart. I don't even know who sings it. I think it's a guy. Quit playing games with my... I don't think I even got the melody right. Knight of Wands. It feels like a boy band or something. I don't know. Oh, we're on fire signs. That's a lot. But let's do it anyway. Oh, goodness. Fire signs. So, like I said, you're the Knight of Wands. You're the Page of Wands. You're the Knight of Wands. You're taking action. You're like, I'm going for it. It's mine. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Death card, Scorpio energy, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Sun, Leo energy. It's like you're holding on to the idea that somehow you are going to transform the situation. You are bent on getting what's yours, or what it is that you desire, which I just heard you're not even going to want once you get it, if that rings true for anybody. It's like you're transforming. The Four of Pentacles is like this death grip. It's like an unhealthy, I'm holding on to something that I shouldn't be holding on to. And it's like you've transmuted that into, no, it's just passion. It's just a passionate desire. No, it's not. It's unhealthy. And nobody's going to tell you any different, because we've literally, no, I'm not going to listen to anything or anybody else. I'm defensive about what I'm creating in my own self-imposed prison. I'm not even going to let the light shine on it. I'm not going to let the sun in. This is the sun, the happiest card in the deck. Abundance, prosperity. It is happiness, joy, creativity. And you were like, it also is illumination. But you're like, no, not none of that. I've made up in my own mind how this is going to play out. Feels very fire sign, if I do say so myself. What's the Wheel of Fortune? No, my cat thinks it's going to come through the closed window. I might have to get up and go let the cat in. The Wheel of Fortune, and again, I feel like you are trying to take matters into your own hands. It's like you're trying to create, in essence, your own karma, maybe. But we've got the Chariot, victory, success, and forward momentum. With the Five of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. So we're talking about things finally moving some progress being made, but this is lack. This is feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, or ghosted. So I feel like whatever it is that you're getting is more of that. I mean, that's what karma is. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. Like, yeah, you have victory and success and forward momentum into being ghosted, having to wait for the opportunity, wait for the person to come in. And again, I'm telling you, it's because this person is on the other end of all your energy. This is all your energy, all your action. And yes, masculine, they say, takes action. But at this point, I feel like this is overboard. And people, even if you're not calling them 24/7, if you're thinking about them and putting forth this much energy towards them, they're feeling it on some level. And they may not even know why they're repelled by you. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is being clarified by the Ace of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Truth, clarity, a new way of thinking and believing pertaining to soulmate connections. With the Lovers, by the way, Gemini, with the Three of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Your higher level of commitment, honestly, feels like it's to gain truth, clarity, speak the truth about a soulmate connection. And somehow, it's like, I feel like we're in La La Land. I feel like we're thinking we're going to live happily ever after. I feel like you're committed to a soulmate connection. But this feels very much like a third party situation and or some kind of this doesn't feel like the higher level of commitment feels very much like you're committed to finding your true soulmate. But I feel like you've pinned it on this person. So either there's third party taking place, there's unhealthy drinking or partying, or there's a feeling that somehow life is going to be better with this person, like we're going to celebrate. And we're going to have some form of, like, I feel like you're trying to manipulate karma. Like, you're trying to, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'd prefer if your higher level of commitment was about the Hermit. To go within, which the Hermit's showing up again after your Wheel of Fortune. Meaning, the Hermit, what is that? What does it mean besides going within and figuring things out? It's talking about being alone. Hermit. People, places, and situation cut off. So either this is what's going to end up happening as you continue to push forward, committing towards whether it's that you believe this person is that, or whether it's that you are searching for soulmates. So you don't search. When you search, you don't find, right? Because in essence, your energy means you're lacking. Because if you already have it, you don't have to look for it. And when you're creating in reality, in this 3D reality, that which you focus on, you perpetuate. So if you're focused on searching, you're perpetuating not having. I don't know if that's making sense. But inevitably, you're going to end up alone until you go within. This feels very obsessive. And I don't know even if it's about this specific person or it's this quest to have somebody in your life. What is this Ace of Wands? This new passionate beginning that you're hoping to have with this person. And mind you, all this is playing out and we haven't even gotten to the person yet. They haven't even really, they're time taker. Slow, steady, out, wins the race. Ace of Wands, brand new passionate beginning. Two of Swords, leaving you unable and unwilling to make a choice or a decision. Not following your intuition. Chaos, drama, energy leak. Surrounding by the Knight of Wands. Chironic wounding. This is from childhood, most likely. This is a pattern. And it's a pattern of either mislabeling people as soulmate. Well, first of all, everybody can be a soulmate depending on if they make a major, like, yeah, if this doesn't work out, that could be a soulmate connection. Why? Because they're mirroring something back to you and it's meant to guide you or open you up or make you aware. But when you're on this repeating cycle of this person's my soulmate, no, this person's my soulmate, in the respect of thinking that you're happily ever after, that's what I'm feeling. Like we're definitely in some ish right now. What's the Page of Pentacles? And fire signs, feel free to swap the roles if need be. So this Knight of Pentacles is being clarified by the High Priestess, the Four of Cups, and the Emperor. With the Devil on the bottom. And the Strength. So I feel like this person is being led and guided by their intuition. I feel like there is going to be a form of rejection. In fact, they could already be rejecting you, or they're being intuitively guided that you're going to end up rejecting them once you actually get what it is that you set out to get. The Emperor, Aries energy specifically, I feel like this is all about this person. I feel like this person has taken a leadership role in their own life, and hence the slow moving, following their intuition. But on another level, I feel like your intuition is screaming at you that this is not what it is that you're desiring or not what you think it is, and that you need to take a leadership role in your own life. This is toxic, and I feel like it's stemming from your energy because there's an obsession here. It's not even about the person, because if it was, it would be a go with the flow. If they're meant to be, they're meant to be. If they're not, they're not. Like, I'm okay either way. No, this is like force, control, manipulation. I must make it mine. But I feel like this person, I feel like you're giving your power to your shadow, to your ego. And I feel like this person, I don't know why I took the, well, it doesn't matter, because those are going to go over there. I feel like this person is wise in taking their time, even if you're like angry that they're not moving on it. Underlying energy, what's the Hermit? The Hermit is being clarified by the Queen of Wands. That's your energy, specifically Aries, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. The Nine of Cups. Emotional sovereignty. Wish fulfillment. The Fool card, Aries, Aquarius. A new cycle. How do we get to this point? Fire sign. How do we get to wish fulfillment, a new cycle beginning, and emotional sovereignty? By going within. What's the Devil? The Devil reflects you as well. Pushing forward, wanting victory and success. Not following in the intuition and being unwilling and unable to make a different choice or decision. I feel a sneeze coming on because I have my fan on full blast. So, excuse me. I don't even think I need to clarify this King of Pentacles, but we will. The King of Pentacles is being clarified by, I feel another sneeze coming on, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, followed with emotional detachment. So I feel like this person, if you continue down the path that you're going down with this desire, you're going to push them away. This feels like your energy being shoved at them. The Four of Swords feels like this person is in meditation, healing, resting. And really with the Nine of Pentacles, they're looking for their wish fulfillment. But it's also them being able to reap the rewards of the fruits of their labor. And at the end of it, I feel like there's emotional detachment. I also feel like you're under the impression that this is going to be some kind of, for some of you, financial stability and security for your future. I'm telling ya, it's not. Hi, Leanne. Okay. You got number 1, knowing. Take the first step. Oh, gosh. Must be dust in the air. Oh, for the love. Where are we at? Okay. Take the first step. Trust your soul and intuition. Don't wait until you're ready. Interesting. I disagree. Unless you're following your intuition. Because I feel like that's what you're doing. And for some of you, you may think it's your intuition. You need to go within. Meditate. Every living thing on this planet and every celestial body within the universe has the innate knowledge of what to do. You see this intelligence within a flower, telling it when to bloom. It's within animals who migrate, telling them when to seek warmer weather. It's within the planets that circle the sun in perfect synchronization. And it's within you, too. Your body knows when to walk and how to develop. Your mind knows how to learn things such as speech, and your heart instinctively knows how to bond with other beings. The intelligence guiding the earth and its inhabitants is the same wisdom that guides your intuition and tells you how to overcome obstacles and which path leads to greatest fulfillment. When knowing comes to you in a reading, it is your validation that you already know what to do in your situation. This is a sign to stop doubting your brilliance. You can see it. But your higher self is downloading infinite amounts of information every single moment of the day and is sharing it with you in the form of your dreams, desires, and things that excite you. Every daydream or fantasy is a glimpse of what could be your future. These are not flights of fancy or delusion of grandeur. This is your higher self backed by your ancestors' spirit guides. The cosmos, giving you the breadcrumbs that will lead you to your destiny and success. Follow one nugget and another will appear. Then follow the nugget, that nugget, and more or less follow your intuition. I'm like, that was a little tedious. Keep following nuggets, but your intuitive ones. No, you have to know the difference between your intuition and become aware. Like, if you're pushing and things aren't shifting and changing and you're getting frustrated and you're thinking of taking action from frustration, anger, lack of movement, that's not your intuition. Intuitive hits is out of the blue, feeling a desire, and it feels good. And when you do it, 4 more doors open. Okay, I'm going to shuffle, and we'll move on to the earth signs. And I'll read the chat, which is back. It's back. Although, do I have to scroll? Hold the phone. There we go. Oh, wow, that's a few. I gotta figure out how to open it up more. Um, Vicky did. Carmack said boy band. Then Vicky said Backstreet Boys. And then Carmack said Backstreet Boys. And then Carmack said he won. And Vicky's like, nope. Your show's after mine. Weird because mine is on top. Nope. Hers came in first. Leanne! I feel like I already said hi to you. Oh my God, Leanne. I had a dream about you. And I'm starting to get a little bit weirded because I had a dream about Vicky the other day. This time I had a dream about you. Like, I don't know. Am I just going to start dreaming about all of you guys? It was nothing crazy. Like you were getting a reading from me. But you were visiting from out of town. So, yeah. Did you, Vicky? That's funny. I thought about you too, but I think I thought about you because I was thinking about Leanne and the fact that I had a dream about her, and I'm like, God, first it was Vicky, now it's Leanne. I thought about Sean too, because I was like, is he next? Like, is he going to start popping into my dreams? Yeah, it was, the only reason it was weird is because we were in my house that I grew up in. And normally when I dream about the house that I grew up in, I am processing my past, my childhood, or clearing things out, right? But no, lo and behold, you were there, and you came to get a reading, and then you were off, like back on your trip to go home. It was interesting, to say the least, but thanks for showing up in my off time. If you guys keep doing that, though, I'm going to start sending you bills. Just kidding. I won't do that. Yeah, back to the trees. No, in fact, I wonder, I thought you were taking a bus. Like you took a bus all the way to Washington. Which, like Greyhound. I don't know. Weird. All right. Earth signs. Not efficient. I would never. Well, you did. You did in my dream. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth signs. This is what you need to know for the earth signs. Interesting. Earth signs. What do the earth signs need to know? Oh my gosh. Okay. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what you need to know. Also, if you're dealing with a fire sign, go watch their reading. You showed up there. Just saying. Earth signs. Like, I gotta be honest, this feels kind of Can we have a redo? Oh, Earth signs. Overall energy. We have number 46, the thinking man, pertaining to number 21, living room. So when we're talking about the living room, it feels like a family dynamic. Also, with the thinking man, this is kind of logical thinking, although he is holding a crystal. So I'm hopeful that this is almost like trying to think outside of the box or receive some kind of guidance. We do have the hanged man, Pisces energy. And the hanged man is gaining a new perspective, seeing things from a new perspective. We have the Seven of Wands. And we're going to clarify all this. But the Seven of Wands is somebody who is, I heard disgruntled. It's like the energy of pushing back. It is the energy of kind of defensiveness, right? Well, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Death card in the reverse. I feel like you're gaining a new perspective on a pushback. Now, whether it's your pushback or somebody you're dealing with, but I feel like it's a lack of really focusing and paying attention on the energetic seeds that you're planting, as well as you're lacking complete clarity, understanding, and knowledge. And there is no transformation. You're not shifting or changing. There's no transmutation. I'm reading it as if it's your energy. If you're like, no, that's the person I'm dealing with, great, flip the roles. But I'm going to read it as if it's yours. You're getting this new perspective. You're seeing clearly that there has been major avoidance, major pushback when it comes to these behaviors, I want to say. But so the Seven of Pentacles is kind of like reflecting back on the seeds that you've planted in order, you're kind of waiting for them to come to bloom. But in the reverse, there is no reflection. It's like not taking ownership of what you've created. And with the Ace of Swords in the upright, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this is gaining clarity, truth, honesty. In the reverse, we're not being honest or truthful or seeing things that for what they really are. And Death card, Scorpio energy, is natural. It's transmutation. We're not shifting or changing. And we're protecting this. We want to keep everything just the way it is. Oblivious, with literally, I am who I am and nothing's going to ever change, and I want to keep things just the way they are in this pretty little box. So, underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. The reason I kind of chuckled is because we have the woman holding the heart, which doesn't necessarily mean you're dealing with a fire sign, but fire signs got this right in their energy. And it's pertaining to, that's number 44, by the way. It's pertaining to number 3, marriage. So, again, the woman holding the heart is akin to a water energy. And that you don't have to be dealing with a water sign because we're talking about this just being the energy. So, it's somebody who is, it feels very transformative because the butterfly on her hat just is poking me in the eye. Literally, it's like change, transformative, shift taking place with the emotions pertaining to a marriage. We have a Page of Pentacles. Pages bring news, offers, opportunities, with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is family. It is, wife or husband, children, blended families coming together, happily ever after, unconditional love. But it's a 10, and there's an ending with 10s. So it doesn't mean that there's a breakup. There could be. Go separate ways. it could also be that there is a break in what is, and we're shifting to something different. However, because you have the Death card in the reverse, I don't know that you're shifting to anything. And then we have a Three of Cups. So I will clarify. For some of you, you're wanting to offer the Ten of Cups to somebody. Long-term, longevity, something tangible in the 3D. And it's a time for celebration. For some of you, which we'll find out when we clarify, it also could be that there's an ending to a situation because of a third party. So, let's not wait any longer. Let's clarify. What's the Hanged Man? Oh, goodness. The new perspective you're gaining, we have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, following the intuition. For some of you, it could even be a tarot reading or whatever, but I feel like this is expanding, opening up to your intuition. I mean, we've got Pisces energy twice here. So you could even be receiving intuitive gifts, heightened at this time, especially because, well, Lionsgate's coming up, and that can really accelerate spiritual awakenings and things of that nature. We have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is normally a feeling of balance and windfall. But when I'm looking at this card, it feels more like begging, groveling. Like this one person is holding the balance, but these two people are like begging for crumbs. And I feel like if this is your energy kind of being the one in control who's oblivious to the seeds you're planting, it would make more sense that this is you standing on your soapbox. And these are the people in your life that have to like beg for energy, time. We have the Empress in the reverse. Taurus, Libra energy. There is no new beginning. There is no rebirth. There is no prosperity and abundance. This feels very much like you're coming to an awareness that this is what you've been creating. Your intuition is finally showing you, in some respect, what you've been creating. Heartache. Tied to the Nine of Wands. What's the Seven of Wands? All right, Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Ten of Wands in the reverse. The Hermit card, Virgo energy, and the Ace of Cups. Interesting, the Ten of Wands in the reverse feels very much like we are repeating cycles, and that you've been able to drop the burdens that you've been carrying around for a very long time now, but you're just not interested. Not interested. I'm pushing against it. I'm not interested in going within. I'm not interested in any kind of spiritual growth is what it feels like. And with an Ace of Cups, a brand new emotional beginning, this is what you're pushing against. You're pushing against, well, I heard freedom. And it's interesting because I almost feel as though you feel like you maybe are highly spiritual. I don't feel like this reading could be for everybody. So take it how it resonates. And or, like I said, flip the roles. If you're like, no, that's totally the person I'm dealing with, then there you go. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, well, I don't believe in accidents. That came out sideways. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Chariot that came out sideways, Cancer energy. So there's not a whole lot of victory, success, and forward momentum. It feels like we're kind of stuck in a holding pattern. With the Moon, Pisces energy, the Moon again is all about going within, facing fears, digging out the old secrets, things that you've kept hidden, maybe even subconsciously, you're not even aware, consciously. Waiting for opportunity with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is lack. It's a feeling of abandonment, feeling left out in the cold. It is, honestly, I feel like these are the seeds you're planting. Like just enough to make people think we're going somewhere, but we're not. I'm literally planting seeds that come from fear. And, well, I heard neglect. Interesting. There's constant waiting. This is a waiting game. How long are you going to wait? Like, this is what you're planting. These are the seeds you're planting. Lack, loss, unworthiness, abandonment, being left out in the cold. But I feel like you're seeing it. And although we're about to clarify the Ace of Swords in the reverse, I feel like you're understanding. You're gaining a new perspective. And again, if this is somebody you're dealing with, you're finally understanding this is a go nowhere situation. That's what they continuously are creating. So again, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Your lack of clarity is preventing you from having faith in the future and moving anywhere. It's like a holding pattern. I almost feel like you are connected to a fire sign, but it wasn't fire sign's energy. I'm just kidding. Take it how it resonates. Three of Swords sideways. I feel like everything that you're creating is from your own damage, trauma, whatever you want to call it, programming from childhood, that you're just holding around like baggage and flinging. It's like I'm seeing monkeys flinging shit. Like, and I apologize if this is your energy and not somebody you're dealing with, but the truth is the truth. I feel like you're literally flinging your shit at people. And when it sticks, great. When it doesn't, whatever. It's like, it's almost like your next victim is whoever catches the shit in the eye. You cause conflict, chaos, drama, arguments. You could get into a lot of arguments, but I feel like it's because of your lack of, it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever met those people who, well, you might be one of them, but I don't know if you've ever met those people who, it's like they're so adamant that they're right, but they're so blatantly wrong. And it's almost as if sometimes you wonder if they're trying to be right just to be right, but like they could easily look it up and be like, no, you know, the sky is blue. It's not yellow. Oh no, it's yellow. And I am right. And that's the last word. Like, it's very interesting to say the least. This cycle is going to be coming to an end, and karma is coming, and it's going to leave heartbreak. I don't think it's for anybody else but whoever's energy this is. And I would hope, earth signs, that this is somebody you're dealing with. But whatever. Doesn't matter. World card, Aquarius, Capricorn, Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sag. What's the Death card in the reverse? We have a Page of Wands. Passion, passionate communication. With the Strength. Fire sign, fire energy. Whatever am I saying? Leo energy. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. So the lack of allowing for transformation or shifts or changes, it's as if, and I kept hearing succubus. God, this is a doozy. Like, I'm going to be honest, the August readings that are coming out in the next couple days, for group members, they'll start coming out tomorrow, is so much better than whatever this is. I'm just throwing that out there. But somebody needs to hear this. Every time I do readings, I always say for the best and highest good. So I sincerely hope that this is Leanne deleting messages? I don't even know. Anyways, the lack of transformation, I feel like you are attempting to keep control. Take people's power. Okay, what? I don't even know who that is. This is creepy. I just flashed before me Charles Manson. But I think what it was reflecting was some form of a cult leader, and how they strategically take control from people. Like, they come off as charismatic and suave and whatever, and then, like, this is a different kind of fucking reading. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you could be a succubus, is what keeps popping in, but somebody who is like trying to hold a guru position. And even if it's not like guru in the sense of spiritual guru, which clearly we're not there, in reality anyway, it could even be like, I'm the HOA president and everybody must follow, but it's like I'm so effing backwards, I don't even realize that I'm the Karen, right? Of the homeowners association. Like, it's, and again, you can put it in any, this might sound very insane, but there's different levels. Like, I would say Charles Manson compared to a Karen HOA president, not nearly the same, but it can still be a major thorn in people's sides. But again, underlying energy with the marriage. Let's find out where this is going. Is this the ending of a marriage? Is this you trying to propose to somebody and maybe you're having, maybe this is sister wives or something. I don't know. Nothing would surprise me at this point. I'm just saying. Is Leanne driving Sean away? Page of Pentacles, victory, success, and forward momentum towards the Five of Cups, destruction, sadness. But what emerges? The Knight of Cups. I'm coming, just a minute. The Ten of Cups. Putting forth the work, energy, and effort into, it almost feels like gaining, taking your power back. For some of you, this is somebody you're dealing with, and they left you high and dry, and it was an end, but you're moving on to better things. With the Two of Wands and the upright, we're talking about actually having faith in the future, turning your back on the old, moving forward with the new. What's the Three of Cups? I'll be danged. I'll be danged. I'll be danged. Are you dealing with a freaking fire sign? I'm not kidding. Three of Cups. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse is Aries specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Okay, It was a little mind-blowy. My cat really wants in. I'll get there. I definitely feel like there could be a third-party situation. I don't know who is who in this anymore, but I feel like you're dealing with a fire sign. What I also find interesting is the woman holding the coin is akin to the Queen of Cups, who also showed up in the fire sign reading in their energy. So people can be in your energy even if they're not in your presence. But it was very strong in their conscious energy. And it's in your underlying energy, which you may or may not be aware of. Somebody is a soulmate, most likely the water sign, but I don't know. We do have fire energy here, and it is highly toxic. We're talking about a fire sign in the reverse. Very controlling, very manipulative, very forceful, very... Now, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could definitely just be the energy, but I am telling you that the fire sign reading and this reading, it's like, oh, just turn the page, next chapter, right? This is craziness. And I feel like there's something or somebody. This is a third party. There's no doubt in my mind. Three of Cups. You're the earth sign. We have a fire sign in the reverse, which is cray-cray toxic. Soulmate connection, and a Queen of Cups. It is entirely possible that the fire signs soulmate is the Queen of Cups. Because again, it was in the other reading. You're going to have to configure this hot mess out. I'm just telling you, they're definitely connected. The fire sign is super toxic. This could be your energy too. Own it if it is. But now at least you can have an out if you're like, hell no, that's not me. We're talking about a water energy, a fire energy, and an earth energy at this point. And I sincerely hope we can have a nice water sign reading because, I'm going to read your card here in just 1 second as I'm trying to pick up the pieces to your reading. Good Lord. That fire energy in the reverse is, again, very, very controlling, manipulative, possessive. It's like woman scorn times 20 is fire energy in the reverse. Male, female, like not gender specific. Okay, you have number 42, To the Grave, Secrets. Ooh. Number 42. Secrets, a need for discretion, strategy. There's a lot of pressure in today's world. Social media is a wonderful tool that has paved the way for increased connection worldwide. But it has also pressured many to put their life on display in search of more likes, engagements, and even fame and fortune. Sadly, social media is but a reflection of everyday life. Many face pressures to do more, give more, be more for those around them. You may feel forced to explain yourself or how you spend your free time. However, your time and what's important to you are yours to share or not. Remember, it's okay to keep some things for yourself without feeling guilty or as though you must give all you have to others, including those closest to you. In romantic relationships, there can be an expectation that intimacy means you should know everything about someone, but no one needs to have 100% of you. It's okay to share something with one friend that you might not share with another, or have a secret between sisters that your partner doesn't know. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I ain't no fan of this book or these cards at this point. Lying by omission, in my opinion, goes completely against being in spiritual integrity. So This card urges you to exercise discretion. Hold things close to your heart for the time being. Goals and dreams need darkness. So goals and dreams, yes. There are certain things that you don't want to share that you're manifesting, that you haven't created yet. But if we're talking about your reading where there's a third party situation and we're talking about being deceitful, oh, just hold it to your chest. Lying by omission is still lying. I don't know. Take it how you want. It is your card. It did pop out for you. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and hopefully air signs have not showed up really in anybody else's reading. So hopefully we can get away from said drama. All right. So there's Leanne. Deleting people's messages. Yeah, she deleted just don't let the dogs out. And a laughing emoji. And bless you. Oh my God. Are you, Leanne, are you literally deleting all of Sean's messages? That's what she said. Mine shows first. That's the sisterhood. No, efficient. I would never. Not efficient. I would never. Earth signs. Yeah, redo, right? I just spoke. An interior designer? Why would you need an interior designer? Are you fancy? I just spoke with him. Okay. Oh my God. Oops. Schnikey. Oh, Leanne, did you get your thing today? It was supposed to show up today, I thought. How was that one accidental? Like, you deleted every single message he left from before you even showed up in the chat. Like, was it hide all or something? Oh my gosh. That total reading that I just did could have been part of your message, especially because you just said, I'm easily pressured, which again, you don't have to be, like I said, it could have been somebody you're dealing with, a fire sign. But maybe it's not your message. Wait and watch air. There's definitely an earth fire entanglement going on here. Yeah, literally been critiqued to the point where she was like, and delete. Well, that's why it was free. He didn't have any good ideas. I don't know. When it comes to my place, I need to have my own touchy on it. I don't want somebody else's. I don't want to walk into a Sears catalog. Just saying. She's like, let me check. Oh, no. It was a hide from the channel. Poor Sean. That's right. I went through and that's why I was like, it wasn't just one comment. It was literally every comment you made. Oh, don't mess around with Leanne. She's got the power. Oh. Tasteful layouts. You know, I'm a strange duck. I like to rearrange furniture on a consistent basis. So, like, once every 6 months. I've been that way since I was a kid. I used to rearrange my room, like, consistently. I get bored with it. I need change. I like change. I'm not somebody who likes everything to remain the same. I get bored. Right? She wasn't even angry. That's the scary part. Could you imagine what would happen if she was angry? Oh. My ice is melting. Doesn't feel as chilled as it should be. Also, I will say the monthlies are not anything like that. I don't feel. That was extreme. Like, I could have just been tuning into somebody's energy that needed to hear that. Thank you guys for hitting the like, share, and subscribe button. I appreciate you. All right. Air signs. Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Weird. John got his. Sorry, air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I was reading the chat. My bad. What you need to know. What you need to know, air signs, right now. I feel like something else turned. I don't know, maybe it's just a shadow. Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That was my elbow. Air signs. Overall energy, we have number 15, appreciation. That's a good energy to be in. Feeling appreciative, gratitude, appreciation. Pertaining to number 24, the thievery. And number 10, a journey. You know what this feels like to me? When we go through some kind of situation that is trying, and in the moment or in the situation, we're like worst thing ever. This is the worst. It's hard to get through, whatever. But in hindsight, we have the appreciation because it opens up a new path. It almost feels like some kind of, like you're moving through an ending. If you're not there already, you're going to be. And a new door has opened, a new journey, a new cycle, if you will. This feels very much like what you need to know right now is that whatever you're going through is opening a door. And in hindsight, you're going to feel grateful that it happened. Maybe not in the moment, but there's going to be some appreciation and gratitude. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, victory, success, and forward momentum. With the Moon, Pisces energy, Literally, I feel like this is the moon is the thievery energy, like whatever was taken from you, whether it was a romantic situation, a job, a home. Like, I feel like something was, in essence, feeling like it was taken from you. Hence, thievery, feeling like something was robbed or stolen or whatever. But more than anything, it's forcing you to face fears. So when we get, it makes me think of the garden and the gate, where like we build this great little life bubble, and we're meant to expand and grow, but we have fears or codependency or whatever it is. And so eventually we get dropped on our ass or we lose our job. Something happens to where it forces a shift and change, and we have to face our fears. And you have victory, success, forward momentum through your fears to the Nine of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Not only is it wish fulfillment, but the Nine of Pentacles is, I like that hummingbird, is being able to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. Not only financially, but energetically. And so whatever you've been going through, this message is to let you know that in hindsight, you're going to have tremendous gratitude, because things are going to be so much better. It's literally just pushing through the shift, the change, the fear. Underlying energy. Number 19, rest and rejuvenation. If you don't meditate already, this is letting you know that you should truly meditate. I also feel like the rest and rejuvenation is, in essence, a form of healing taking place. It is pertaining to number 12, a rich girl. That could be a lot of things. Frankly, you could be the rich girl. Maybe you're gaining the rest and rejuvenation. Being rich, yes, in the physical could be financial wealth, hiring an interior designer, whatever, bougie. I'm just kidding, Leanne. But it also, rich, when you're feeling wealthy, it's like abundance. Like, I just feel good. For some of you, you're literally resting from a person, rest and rejuvenation from a person. So take that how it resonates for you. But we have a Page of Wands. Pages bring news, passion, drive, and desire. I feel like a lot of you, this is talking about almost recentering yourself, healing from the past, being open to divine guidance. The Page of Wands feels like magic, like divine guidance coming through for you. Pages do bring news. And when you're in the energy of being open, at peace, in could come in this passionate desire to go towards something, and it's all coming from your higher self. Or the internal rich you, meaning that the version of you who wants the wealth or is wealthy is like, hey, this is how you get it. Let's clarify. That's interesting. I just got a vision and part of a song, which I'm not going to be able to tell you the song. I don't even know if I can tell you the movie. It had George Clooney. It was like he broke out of prison, and I want to say it's the song's like Going to the River or something, and it was these women in a river singing. Help me out, Vicky, because I know Vicky's going to figure it out. Or Sean. Who's going to be first? It was like I don't know. I'll wait. I'll say it when they get it. Brother, Where Art Thou? That's the movie. What was the song? The Women. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Chariot. Whose little Google fingers are faster? Where'd Vicky go? Vicky. She was in here, wasn't she? Am I delusional? I'm not delusional. She was in here. Okay, the Chariot. Victory, success, and forward momentum. Yeah, the World card. Something closed out. And it is a time of celebration. It may not feel like that. But this cycle closed. Whatever. It's going to be different for all of you. This is a general reading. And you're creating. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo. I don't know if I said Capricorn, Aquarius with the World. The Three of Pentacles. You're creating, I feel like you're starting to, open up to your creative endeavors. But this is also collaborating with others, working in a team. You're creating some new, again, you could be collaborating with others, but more than anything, I feel like it's talking about you creating some kind of passionate, creative thing in the 3D. Like you're building something. It feels like you're building your empire, right? From the ground up. Like this ending that may have felt like gut punching and horrible and had you in your funk or whatever is opening you up to beautiful things that you just never would have thought of doing, or maybe you thought of it, but, you know, all of a sudden now is the time because why not? If I can go through this hell, I can, you know, whatever. We have the Lovers card. This is a soulmate connection, and I didn't get another card with it. So although this could pertain to love for some of you, I feel like this is more talking about you meeting soulmate through whatever creative project that you're doing. And again, you're manifesting. So you could be calling somebody in. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be, you know, the next somebody that's come to walk your path with you. This is life changing. Whatever situation that you're going through, is a course correction. It's a major life shift and change. And again, it's something that you're going to have tremendous gratitude for after the fact. And I don't know where you're at in this. Like for some of you, you're in the thick of it now. For some of you, you're almost at the end of it. But this is what you need to know. The Tower, Scorpio, Aries, by the way. What's the Moon? Okay, now I'm hearing, what's the frequency, Kenneth? I don't know if that's the right word. Is it Kenneth? What's the frequency, Kenneth? I don't know. The Moon card is talking about, again, pushing through your fears. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sag, and the Death card, Scorpio. Honestly, I almost wonder if you have a fear of a higher level of commitment. On whatever level. Maybe it's having a higher level of commitment of being your own business owner. Like, oh, I'd love that, but there's too much fear surrounding it. So I've never done that. I've always worked for the man. Like, whatever. There's a higher level of commitment. It could even be to your spiritual growth. There's something that I feel like pertains to your fear and a higher level of commitment. I also feel like you are shifting whatever your fear is to a higher level of commitment towards your spiritual growth. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, not only is there going to get movement after a time of seeming stagnancy, a windfall of sorts, but it's forcing a transmutation, a major shift and change in your life. That is beautiful. When you face those fears head on, when you dig out the closets, the skeletons, and, you know, expose them to your light, major life changes take place. What is the Nine of Pentacles? I love it. I love it. Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfillment, is being clarified by the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. This is rebirth. Rebirth. Not only is it rebirth, but it is a time of turning your dreams into reality. It is new beginnings, prosperity, abundance, creativity. We do have the Two of Swords. We'll get to that in a second. And then we have the Chariot, victory, success, and forward momentum. You have the Chariot twice so far. We haven't gotten to the underlying. And then we have a brand new emotional experience, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, the Hermit card, Virgo energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. A brand new opportunity, some kind of financial windfall. So, with this Two of Swords, I don't feel as though this is, in fact, I don't even think I need to tell you what I don't feel like it is. This feels like you are now blindly following your intuition. The swords are facing up. She's blindfolded. So instead of focusing on the 3D and the limitations of what we perceive with our eyes and our physical senses, if we are closed to that, and it almost feels like antennas, literally, like we are going towards our intuition, like we are focused on the rebirth process, victory, success, and forward momentum. And that's how we're achieving our wish fulfillment. Something about hummingbirds, you could be seeing hummingbirds a lot. The Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, is a few things. There could be a new opportunity coming in for love. I also feel like this is self-love. Your cup runneth over. But we also have the Hermit, which is akin to a spiritual awakening. I love this card. Going within, again, higher level of commitment to your shift and change, your passion, your drive, your faith in the future, and understanding the truth of who you are, how powerful you truly are. And again, we're opening up new opportunities, financial, tangible, things of that nature. Underlying energy. The Page of Wands, the Page of Wands. One more. I heard all steam ahead. I don't know what that means, but all steam ahead. Page of Wands is being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So the 10 of Pentacles is long term. It's upwards of 10 years. And this Page of Wands, I feel like, is talking about something that is going to last, because we do have a Ace of Pentacles here. I had to stop because I'm getting a totally different story right now. Not with the whole thing, just with this. Whatever the ending is, I feel like is the 10 of Wands. Now, whether this is some form of stability, security, whether it was a relationship, a home, family life, a job, all of the above. I gotta be honest, I feel like that rich girl could be your energy. It also could talk about somebody that that's what you've broken from. I feel like you're the 9 of Pentacles. Or you're going to be the 9 of Pentacles, I should say. Which we also have down here. You've got it twice. With the victory, success, and forward momentum. We have a King of Wands. So, the King of Wands could be the energy, but it could be somebody you're dealing with. This is fire energy, specifically Sag, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. It feels like, for some of you, this is entrepreneurship. Because the King of Wands can talk about being an entrepreneur. It's also about public speaking. It's about being seen, charismatic. It is passion, drive, desire, and magic. I feel like not only are you being given an opportunity of something that's long-term, that's very grounded and stable. Financially, I feel like you are going to be compensated. It could be coming from a fire sign. It also could be that you are literally embodying that energy. It could also be both. I do feel like there is some form of an ending that's taken place. Although from the cards I'm getting, I feel like you're already going through said ending. Like it's already begun. But as far as how close to this awesomeness you are, well, that's dependent on your your own journey and how you're processing. We have, number 36, bathing in the river, self-care. Number 36. Turn right to it. Being present, self-care, tending to your mind, body, and soul. Self-care is, let me start that again. Self-care is its own kind of magic. A spell doesn't shave. A spell doesn't have to be elaborate to be effective, nor does it need to produce anything specific, like more money or a partner. Magic can be channeled on a cozy Saturday afternoon just by sitting in your favorite chair, next to your favorite window, with your favorite blanket, and your favorite tea or coffee in your favorite mug, with no other goal than to have a moment to yourself and connect to the present. These are the moments that refresh you and give you the strength to deal with some of life's more difficult challenges. And when bathing in the river flows into your reading, it is a big nudge from spirit to make time for tending to your mind, body, and soul. You haven't been fully present in your life. Perhaps you have a spiritual practice, but it feels more like checking an item off a to-do list than a moment of bliss and ease. Maybe you take a warm bath, but spend that time reading over textbooks or office work you've brought home. Perhaps you have a healthy diet, but are inhaling food between appointments rather than savoring the taste and feeling the nourishment flowing through your body. Self-care isn't truly care if it feels more like a chore or something you're compounding with other things. So in essence, self-care, which again is the rest and rejuvenation, it's already happening in your underlying energy. It just feels like there is a need for you to, when you're ready, start tending more to yourself, and that will open up doors. Vicky's by the river. Yeah, she's here. I was like, yeah, she left. Down to the river to pray. Thank you, Vicky. Way to go, Sean. Not getting it. Oh, she's like, I'm here, but I'm leaving. Oh, no. No J-Lo. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that kind of stinks that you haven't gotten yours yet. And I don't know why the tracking isn't working. It was supposed to come today, I believe. I guess I could track it from my side. I know I saved the tracking number for a reason. I guess give it a day, maybe. I don't know when your mail normally comes, but it's coming. It has my intentions all over it for you. So you have to receive it. Oh, it's probably in your package room. I don't know what the package room is, but when I'm done with this, I'm going to go work in the heat. In the heat. I have a neighbor who needs a little assistance with yard work. By a little. I mean, this will be my third day going over. So, which, like, I love yard work. I love gardening, but it is so mother trucking hot out there. And my love of yard work is like, okay, yeah, I don't mind mowing or raking a smidgey, but I like when a yard's already like there's just a little bit of that to do, and the majority is like, let's water some plants, let's plant some, stuff in a garden. No, this is probably over 10 years of unmaintained yard work to do. So it's not mowing. It's not even mowing. That was already done. It's cutting back overgrown trees, revealing sidewalks that have, it's over 10 years of growth on top of the sidewalk. It's, things like that. So, and again, I don't mind doing it. It's just hot out there. And the heat tends to take, I'll be, shoveling sidewalk or raking for 10 minutes and it feels like an hour and a half and I'm dripping sweat and I'm just like, is it time to stop yet? I'll just put those on my wish list, Sean. Okay, water signs. Water signs. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What you need to know right now. Always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Also, your August monthly for the members, the extended group members and gratitude group members will be out starting tomorrow. I say starting because they might not all make it out tomorrow, but by Friday, they will be out for you all. And then everybody else will get it, I don't know, after that day. Maybe the weekend, maybe maybe whenever it comes out. All right, what do the water signs need to know? Water signs. I don't think that goes with it. Okay, we'll just do that. All right. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Overall energy. Number 8, indecision. And you have 2 energies, so it could be yours and somebody else you're dealing with, and or it could just be yours. Take it out, it resonates. Number 6, contract. So, and then we've got it pertaining to number 35, a long road. A long road. Interesting. So, the energy of a contract and indecision, it's like, I almost feel like something knowingly is going to take some time. Could have already been taking time. It's been a long road. I heard don't give up now. Something about the indecision feels like it's keeping you on said long road. It's taking longer because of that. There could be indecision pertaining to the signing of a contract or maybe even the ending of a contract, but let's clarify. We have the 3 of Pentacles, some kind of a collaboration. And with the said 3 of Pentacles, this could be some kind of creative venture that you've been on. I feel like it's been a long road. We've got the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So at this point, it doesn't feel like you've reaped the rewards of the fruits of your labor. It feels like you haven't actually received the wish fulfillment. And then we have the Justice card, Libra energy. Well, that's interesting because that looks very strikingly similar to contract. However, with the Justice card, he's got a sword, which feels very much like clarity, truth. And then the balance, which it feels like there's some kind of decision that you're actually going to be able to make, some kind of truth and clarity that's coming in. Energetically, it's bringing things into balance, but I feel like whatever is meant to come in, I don't feel like you're meant to give up just yet. So we will clarify. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 2, journey, which is, well, that feels like the long road, the new journey, the new opportunity. That's interesting. It's pertaining to number 24, thievery. We have an Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is interesting. Water signs. We have indecision and a contract. So you're not exactly sure which way to go. And you could have signed a contract, or it's talking about a contract, but it's a long road. It's been a long road. There's a collaboration and or a creative project that you have yet to be able to enjoy. Like, you're not receiving the fruits of your labor yet. Like, there is no major abundance, wish fulfillment yet. And then we're talking about something coming into balance, truth and clarity. We'll clarify in a minute. But the underlying journey and the thievery, it almost feels like there's something that feels like it was robbed or taken on said journey. Or like you're on this journey of feeling like you have to it almost feels like taking candy from a baby. I don't know. That's interesting. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity. So I feel like I want to clarify, honestly, even the thievery. That's interesting. Let's go with the Three of Pentacles. What's that about? What is the Three of Pentacles? Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Tower. So there's some resistance, definitely. That's exactly what that is. A feeling of resistance or feeling the need to protect yourself. With the Page of Pentacles from, I don't know, opportunities, really. Or something shifting and changing. Like, I'm not really understanding why we're feeling the need to be so I don't know, hostile. Feels very fitting. It's like feeling the need to protect yourself from other people's energy. But if you feel the need, then it's going to call more into that. So I'm a little bit confused onto what we are. And are we pushing against new opportunities, new offerings? With the Tower card, Scorpio, Aries, it's like, for some of you, I feel like you're afraid. There could be some kind of imposter syndrome, being afraid of things getting good or going good. I know that sounds strange, but imposter syndrome is a real thing. It's where literally you're good enough, you're amazing, but you self-sabotage on some level, or like you can do it for other people, but you can't do it for your own self. I'm sure that's not in the definition, but go check it out. What's this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse for the water signs? Five of Swords. Three of Swords. Judgment. The reason I honestly feel like this is imposter syndrome. I honestly feel as though you are afraid of, maybe even on a subconscious level, of losing or having something taken from you, ripped away. Maybe in a past life you were booed off stage, or, you know, your lover sabotaged your creation. The reason I say lover is because we do have the Three of Swords, but that doesn't necessarily mean love. It just means that there is a trigger with the thoughts and beliefs, the thoughts and beliefs, air energy, and emotions, hence the water in the heart. There is a correlation. And when we think certain thoughts about ourselves, or I don't know, sometimes when we share our dreams with people and then they're like, well, you really think you can do that? You really want to do that? And then it starts making our mind like, I don't know, maybe I don't. It triggers. We have the Judgment, Scorpio energy. You're being called to surrender and move in a new direction. And what I feel like you need to surrender is what you're blocking. And there is no need for you to pinpoint like, oh yes, let me do a past life regression. I mean, those sound like fun, but I'm not saying you have to do something like that. It is literally just to start reprogramming, whatever it is. And you might sometimes catch yourself like, oh, thoughts. But we think, like, I don't remember what it is, so I probably shouldn't bring it up, but I'm going to anyways. Somebody had actually done a study on how many thoughts go through our mind in a specific amount of time throughout a day, things of that nature, and it is mind-blowing, especially because they're fleeting, like they come in and out, but those are your programmed thoughts, right? And so, I feel like you're stuck in limbo. I feel like for a lot of you, the contract is a past life situation that you're, in essence, still living out in this lifetime. And it's been a long road. What's the Justice card? That smacked me. like seriously, that smacked me. You saw it. But it's a good one. And maybe that's why it smacked me. Because it's like, here you go. So, sola mia. I don't know where that came from. The Justice card. You know that cycle I was just talking about? I feel like it's come to an end. It's time to celebrate. That's why I think in the beginning I heard don't let go. Like, don't quit. The World card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy, the end of a cycle, time to celebrate. We do have a Page of Cups, which I feel like this is literally talking about a few things. Maybe not following your heart, also not filling up your own cup. But the Page of Cups brings news. And with it in the reverse, it feels almost like you weren't receiving the love. Like your cup was constantly on empty. Does that make sense? Because, well, there's a belief pattern or something that maybe you were unworthy of love. You were unworthy of whatever. With the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, I feel like you are gaining a new perspective. The awareness is coming in. And the Ten of Swords. This old way of thinking, this old self-sabotaging behavior, stabbing yourself in the back. Finito. It's done. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, that was a weird song. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on who sings it, but it's No More I Love Yous. Medusa? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the Five of Swords in the reverse. We're no longer giving our energy away, and I feel like there's no more drama and chaos. You have a windfall coming in. A major opportunity. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, a new way of thinking and believing. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Knight of Wands, passion, drive, desire, forward momentum. 10 of Wands. You're dropping the burdens. You're dropping the burdens. You're dropping the old way of thinking and believing. You've got your passion, your drive, your desire. We have a Knight of Cups. You are following your heart at this point. So I feel like, although I feel air signs got a really good reading, I feel like this is also really good. I feel like whatever has been standing in your way, it's been a long road, a long journey, but you are in essence moving through it. So don't give up. Don't let go. You have number 17, Coven, Soul Family. Soul Family. Number 17. Soul Family, acceptance, putting yourself out there, the family you chose. Coven is the family you chose, which supports you in ways that extend beyond any one ritual or spell. It is a connection that is richer than friends. It's an alignment of people who share a soul mission, expressed in infinite ways. The thread connecting this soul family is so divine and aligned that only the universe could have possibly brought these people into your life. This kind of kindred fellowship is only available to those who have done the beautiful, complex work of finding and embracing the true self, hence Hermit energy. You are living so authentically that you radiate truth through every cell of your being. And that authenticity sends out a signal to the right group of people, a call that only those in soul agreements with yours can hear. There is a coven available to you, and they will begin making their way to you once you have accepted who you are. You will know them instantly when you allow yourself to be seen and you are not judged for it. Of course, that means sometimes you will share parts of yourself that others will reject. While it may be painful at first, rejoice in knowing those people are not for you and you are not for them. You can move forward with the knowledge that they will have no place in the family you are gathering for yourself. Receiving this card is a sign that new people are entering your life. For relationships, this can mean a new love interest who has the potential to be a soulmate partner, or that you may welcome a bundle of joy soon. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm never using these cards again, or not for a long time. I'm not a fan. But, because some of the messages start out decent and then go against everything I believe and whatever. The card that this refers to is the Three of Pentacles. But I would almost beg to differ that it wouldn't be the Three of Pentacles. It would be the Three of Cups, because the meaning of the cards. Just saying. So, that being said, water signs, that is what I have for you all. Don't forget, the August monthlies will be out. Let me go ahead and read the chat before I have to go to physical labor in the blistering heat. I'm just kidding. I could just not read the definitions and give it my own definition. I think I'll do that from here on out. Maybe I will still use the cards. I just won't use the book's definition. It doesn't jive. It doesn't jive with me. So, there's opinionated Sean telling me to get a gas-powered weed whacker and mower. There's Sean again. What has cities but no houses? Forests but no trees. And water, but no fish. I don't know, but I can tell you that the sewer is the first thing that I thought of when I read the water, but no fish. Oh, a map. That's a good one. That's a good one, Sean. Why are you sorry? Mr. Burns got shot taking Maggie candy. What? Did Leanne leave? How did your comment get highlighted? That's random. Oh, they're not bad. No. Like I said, I think I'll just, because it'll give me a few words, and then I'll give my intuition, my intuitive, I won't read the book anymore. I read the book because sometimes there's a specific message that somebody needs to hear, but when I'm reading from a book and the message goes against every ounce of my being, it's kind of like, I can't give that message. I mean, I still gave it, but only this once. No more book. I'll still use the cards though. It's under the money sign. I don't know. Is it just to highlight it? I don't know. I don't have, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Leanne is still here. She's just put herself in timeout for deleting messages. Or maybe she was like, I don't have to worry about water signs. I'm going to go check the package room. It's so funny. I have my fan on full blast and I'm wearing shorts, but like from my shorts down to my knees are ice cold. But like the rest of the room maybe because all the work was up here. I don't know. I'm so weird. Interesting. You can't get to number 2, even though Vicky isn't in the chat. It's because you're just number 3, Sean. Even when Vicky's not here, she has a placeholder. Oh. So you need to send me the link to your YouTube so I can watch your thingy. Sean. Oh, yeah, when you do that. All right, I better head out. Go swelter in the heat. It's good for me. I could stand to lose about 20 pounds. Maybe I'll sweat them off. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the good old Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. Thank you, Leanne. And Leanne messaged me if it doesn't come for any reason. I'm sure it's there. Yeah, I'll do it. You have to figure out how to like map me in. You gotta be the brains behind the joining people and all that stuff. I mean, if you were talking about me, I don't know. Maybe you were talking about Leanne joining on her expertise on deleting people's comments and delete. That's her showing off her kung fu karate skills via keyboard. I cut you. Anyway. Oh my God. It's too much. It's too much. I crack me up. See, the good thing about life, as long as you can make your own self laugh, that's all that matters. Like, people laugh with you or at you, that's fine. Any Hoosers. All right, you guys, I will see you all on Friday. And don't forget, because I know some of these messages were a little bit, the monthlies are way amazing. And yeah, so, all right, I will see you. I'll see you on Friday. Peace out, home skillets.